about that?
Why does it matter?
Because that helps us decide what questions we're going to ask you. I want to ask you how it went. Because Patrick hasn't had it, but Vooch has. So
Oh, okay.
what's the answer?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm sworn to secrecy.
When will you know?
What?
When will you know?
When will I know?
Yeah, if you've had it now.
After this meeting? I had it, bro. I had it, Casey.
That's good stuff. So what was kind of the general theme or message that they gave you in terms of off-season focus, or what their points of emphasis were for you?
Just continue to work on my ball handling, continue to make strides in the weight room that help me defensively, and then just continuing to put the work in. Mainly just, it was an extra meeting. The season just ended yesterday.
Yeah.
So it really wasn't much to talk about. It was more so like just how the season went and, my experience in the playoffs and that type of thing.
What do you think of your season?
I thought it was solid. It was up and down, row after row. But, it was a fun, exciting season comparing it, to the first 2 years in the aspect of that we was winning. So, it was fun for me being out there with those guys, and being able to win, and make the playoffs was an amazing accomplishment, for myself and for the team.
What were you planning for this summer?
Take some days off, and then, start back working out.
Are you going to be here, North Carolina?
I'll be back and forth.
What will you take away from that playoff experience?
It was fun. It was fun. It was a great experience. Like I said, it was a great accomplishment. The series didn't go the way that we wanted it to, and we had some bad luck at the end. But nonetheless, it was fun to be out there. It was fun to compete, and I'm looking forward to getting back there again.
Coby, do you have a sense, like a strong sense of who you are in this league, the type of player you are?
Yeah, I have a strong sense of what type of player I can be. With the work and how I work and how I put in the time and effort towards the game, I have a strong sense of, what player I can be. Like I said, this is my first off season that I really get to work out. First year was COVID, second year I tore my shoulder, so I'm excited and looking forward to this off season to put in a lot of time and effort.
The way you answered that, it almost came off like you still haven't had a chance to demonstrate, or you feel like there's still more to show. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I feel like it's still more that I can get better at the end of the day. It's still more that I can get better at. I feel like I feel like I haven't reached my full ceiling and my full potential. So I feel like it's a lot of stuff that I can get better at. And that's why I said with this off season, I have a lot of chance to work on a lot of different things that I feel like that my game can grow.
And I'll ask the same question to you that I asked Pat. Have you had a moment in your career where you felt like the best player on the court yet?
Yeah.
What will you remember about it? What did it feel like?
I just felt like that nobody could stop me from being who I am. Nobody could stop me from doing whatever I wanted to do on the court. I feel like I had flashes of that, but it was, obviously it don't go like that every night in this league. But I had a few, where I felt like I could go toe to toe.
Was it just the shooting, or was it other things as well? Did you get hot in those moments, or was it other moments?
One game was San Antonio here when I was doing a little bit of everything. I was getting to the basket, I was playing the pick and roll, and I was, hitting shots. So, but, it come and go. I'm pretty sure Pat feels the same way. It's been moments where I for sure, he's been on the court, and I for sure said, man, he was dominant tonight, especially that last game of the season. Yeah, he was killing.
Speaking of him, why won't we see that more often? We know he can do it. He's shown it at various times. What's it going to take for him to do that more often, consistently?
He's young. He played last year, it was rookie year, then, bad things happened. He tore his wrist. So he didn't play this whole season. So, I feel like the best teacher for me is experience and going through it. So, when he went down, it hurt me, but it hurt the team. But that's also playing is good. Is probably the best development you can have is being on the court and going through those mistakes. So he'll figure it out. Like I always say, like since day one he got here, like I believe he can be a star. So and he got every quality you can ask for on and off the basketball court as a human being and as a basketball player.
You and Patrick are both, young guys from North Carolina. Do you see kind of a partnership there? Are you guys gonna be together during the summer at all? Or?
We haven't spoke about it, but I'm pretty sure if I was to text Pat and say, "Come rock with me for a week," or if he texts me, "Come out here for a week," I'm pretty sure there would be no hesitation that both of us would plan to go out there wherever it's at, because that's my homie.
If you get somebody who is a versatile scorer like you that is obviously in demand in the NBA, being able to shoot the three and kind of score off the drive, attack the basket, do you kind of recognize that and see that, the potential for having such a valuable role somewhere in the NBA somehow? Do you think along those lines, or?
I haven't really thought about it. Like I said, I'm more in the moment, and this year I had so many different roles that I was trying to be the best player that I can be in whatever role that I was in. So, for me, I haven't really thought about it. But like I always say, like I know who I can be and I know who I am now, and I feel like I can do a lot of different things on the court. Billy said it multiple times that I'm not just a shooter or, things like that. I can get downhill and create, get to the paint, playing pick and roll. So, like I said, though, I got a long ways to go, and I got a lot of different things that I can work on this off season. So I'm just excited to look forward to that.
Coby, just the extension eligible this offseason on your rookie contract. How do you plan to approach that?
I haven't thought about it. I haven't talked to my agents or anything. So
have you thought about the potential of being here long term? Is that something that appeals to you, and like that would be an avenue of doing that?
Yeah. But like I said, I haven't talked about it or, discussed it. I mean, like I said, the season just ended yesterday. And throughout the season, I was focused on the season and only the season and trying to be the best player that I can be for my teammates and the organization. So any of those type things, I haven't really thought about it. So, just.
Do you believe that management and the coaching staff value you?
Yeah, I believe they do.
When you think about like culture, how would you sort of best describe the impact that Mar and Lonzo, those two guys that came in, on y'all this year compared to when you first got here?
I think that they impacted it a lot. DeMar, especially because he's been through it. He's been to the Eastern Conference Finals. So he's been a hell of a player for the Chicago Bulls. So it was exciting to watch the things that he did, and then Zoe just being super talented, and I feel like all the dudes, AC, won a championship. Even when we got Tristan the second half of the season, all those guys, we had a whole different team, and all those guys bring a lot of different things to the team on and off the court. So, for me, it was fun, just getting to know those guys this year, and as people, terrific, great people. So, everybody knows what they can do on the basketball court. They prove it time and time again, but off the court, those are some great guys to be around and to have in your corner.
We've talked about before about how your role has changed a lot since you've been here. You've been a starting point guard. You've been an instant offense off the bench, the guy who tries to push the tempo. Do you think that not having knowing what role you're going to fit into, is that hinder you, or is it going to make you more versatile in the long run?
I think it'll make me more versatile, but I mean, any player will want to. I feel like it's going to help me in the long run, but any player will want to know on a nightly basis what are you doing? What are you getting into? And then, like I said, this season was a lot different, but I feel like sometimes in season 2 you can't help it just because we had injuries, we had COVID, we had all of the above, and the last game of the season last night was a testament of how our season went. The day before Zach get COVID, then the game before AC goes out with a concussion. So, it's a lot of stuff that you can't control.
Coby, at different points in the season, the coaches praised your defensive development this year. What little
I feel like having that time off of my shoulder helped me, and not being able to touch a basketball helped me a lot in the weight room, especially my lower body. I feel like just getting stronger was something that helped me a lot in guarding, being in the right, and then just, watching film, but also like just, locking in and honing in on the defensive end, because I know that's like probably, if we being realistic, that's my biggest knack, and my biggest knock, dudes, being able to guard, and it's different for me. Like I said, like, we being real, like, I'm not 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan, I don't strike you with the measurables. So I got to go the extra mile, especially on that end of the court, to guard, because I'm not, those type of guys that can make up for mistakes. I have no room for error on the defensive end. So for me, it's just me being super locked in every possession and super locked into the details. I feel like I can go a step above on the defensive end. It was times where I looked really good, but it was also times where I struggled. So you got to acknowledge those moments too.
You always been willing.
Yeah.
It's not from a lack of effort.
Nah, I've always been willing, because I love to play basketball and I want to compete, and at the end of the day, I want to win. But, I feel like a lot of young guys too, except for Jose Alvarado and Herb Jones, those they came into the league ready. But I feel like most of the young guys, they struggle on that end when they first get to the NBA. So it ain't nothing new, But like I said, I don't strike you with the measurables, so I got to go the extra mile. I got to damn near be perfect.
I had one more about just the culture and coaching that you got from Billy this season.
Mhm.
You and I really, it seemed like he had one way for the younger guys and another way for the veterans. Did you experience it that way, just from some of the things I see, how he could get on you guys? And are you hoping that changes if you're back next year? Moving to more of a veteran?
Nah, I like the tough love. I had Billy last year too, and Billy was the same way with me. Like I said, you want a coach that's gonna coach you hard. You want a coach that believes in you, gonna coach you hard. So, and I've always been coached hard my whole life. Even from high school, my high school coach. You can say coaches, like, especially when you're in high school, you're the best player on the team. You highly ranked. Some coaches don't coach you. I mean, a lot of players go through that. Like, the coaches don't coach you. They just let you go out there and play, and let you make mistakes, and let you do whatever you want. In high school, it wasn't like that, and in Carolina, it for sure wasn't like that with Coach Williams. So I've been coached hard my whole life. It ain't nothing new to me. So I appreciate it. When your coaches ain't coaching you hard, and then obviously you need to be worried about something. So for me, Ayo takes it well too. He enjoys being coached hard too. So I feel like we both just, we don't take it no type of way.
Can that trickle down low? If they're trying to build habits and build a culture, can that trickle down for the next group that comes in? You guys can then show them, hey, this is how we do things here?
Yeah, for sure. And the next group of guys, Billy's gonna coach them hard too. It ain't gonna change, So, I feel like it could help.
Coby, one more from me. You always talk about how you're all about winning, and you've proven that with your words and your actions. This organization committed long-term to Lonzo. We assume that Zach's going to be re-signed, or at least attempted to be re-signed and back. So if you are here long-term, you project to be a bench player, not a starter. Are you comfortable with that?
Whatever role may be. Like I always said, like, whatever happens at the end of the day. I ain't thought about the off season yet and those type of things. The season just ended yesterday, and I'm just taking it day by day. I always stay in the moment. So.
Thank you, Coby.
Thanks, Coby. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Jacoby.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Yep.
Y'all be safe too.
Coby, thanks. Have a good offseason, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm serious. All right. What the hell, man? Just doing my job. Question. It's a good question, right? You're a bench player.
What do you think?
He said whatever role.
No, I'm saying, listen.
I'm not.